I can destroy millions of blocks in an instant, and I'm going to use this power to destroy the entire world. Because if everyone thinks I'm the villain, then I might as well prove them right.
To what extent are you wanting to destroy things?
You're quite well known for making some deadly weapons.
How'd you do all that in vanilla Minecraft? They have to fuse console somehow.
Oh my goodness!
Now, to prevent the players I once called my friends from enjoying their server, I have to destroy all of it. That's why I need something with firepower. Something like the Orbital strike cannon, Minecraft's most powerful weapon. One slight problem is that it's easily the most complicated redstone machine ever, where a single mistake is all it takes to destroy the entire machine. But right now, I just want to fire this thing. So first, I need to plug in the coordinates, then press the note block, and after waiting a safe distance away while the machine dupes thousands of TNT, there should now be a nuke waiting at the exact destination. Now if I just unfreeze the time... Oh my god. Oh my... Everything just got blown up. So this blast was so powerful, it went past the machine's borders. If I'm counting, it's over 600 blocks wide. That means it would only take 100 of these craters to ruin the entire server. Sadly, that will never happen, because this much TNT will just crash the actual server. But when I change the settings trying to do that, it always results in a catastrophic explosion. And this kept happening over and over, setting my progress back with each meltdown. If I want to destroy the entire world with this machine, I'm gonna need a little help. So I called up Cubic Meter, the person who designed the cannon. But when I asked him if he could change the settings for me, he said,
well, it's sort of like trying to guess the combinations of colors you can print on a canvas. The redstone is your brush and the cannon is your canvas sort of thing. At the end of the day, to what extent are you wanting to destroy things?
If he knew the true scale of what I was planning, I'm sure he would hesitate in helping me. But instead, he gave me access to a very powerful tool, an orbital strike simulator that allows me to test the results of the explosion instantly, dramatically speeding up the time it takes to implement the changes I want. It's far too complicated to explain in this video, but just know while tuning those settings, I accidentally made some cursed shit. How are these even possible? Until finally, I found the perfect setting. Yo, this is actually the perfect server killer. I was almost ready to start building the machine, but after testing with the exact same settings on a different world... Why did it do that? It's strange, because it has the exact same settings as before. If I can't trust the machine to work on the actual server, what's even the point in building it? I came very close to giving up right here, but I can't let the most powerful weapon slip through my fingers just like that. So I had to manually experiment with the machine without the help of the simulator, until I actually got something to work. Whoa. What? Now the explosion does sort of work, but it's a whole lot smaller than the previous. I'll have to fix that later though, since it's about time to start building this thing for real. Except I haven't gotten any materials yet, and we're going to need lots of them. Fortunately for me, a player known as Infamous JJ came to me with a sort of proposition.
You're quite well known for making some deadly weapons.
Yes I am. But before he speaks another word, you have to know that we aren't exactly on the best of terms. You see, I kind of killed his entire team on the first day, and in retaliation, he destroyed my home.
Enjoy not having a base anymore, loser.
So what makes this guy think that I want to help him?
Okay, so firstly I think I should start by apologizing for blowing up your base. I can see you're not trying to kill me, so you'd forgive me at least somewhat. Originally, the sign said... Okay, well now it says something else, but it said the day of reckoning is approaching.
JJ is infamous for a reason. He's been using an assortment of deadly weapons to cause mayhem, but now, in his own words,
I just don't know how to one-up it at this point. Do you know, like, any way I could bring upon this day of reckoning onto the server?
I now had a choice to make. I could work alone, or we could destroy the world as a team. But one option is really outweighing the other, considering that I need his redstone supplies, and he needs me to make his day of reckoning a reality. So I told him everything and took him to the place where I planned to build the machine. You see, it has near infinite range, but is limited to only 90 degrees. so positioning it near the world border allows me to hit anywhere in the world, and building it underground will keep it hidden. So after clearing the area with TNT and with all of JJ's supplies on hand, I could finally start building. Now, I was gonna explain what each component of the machine does, but I feel like it would be hard to appreciate the complexity. So if you're actually interested, definitely go watch Cubic Meter's videos on it. Thanks to the power of editing, what took 3 days for me took like 10 seconds for you. While I was focused on building, my accomplice was busy setting up the perfect target for the first test, a crowd of innocent players. And I came up with a plan to hook up a remote system using a fishing rod so I can trigger the explosion on command. So for the first test firing, we were essentially about to publicly declare war against the entire server if this actually worked.
Around 2 weeks ago, if you guys remember, someone made that massive crater over there. All I've got to say is that for the past 2 weeks, I've been conducting a rigorous investigation. I think I've collected enough proof to tell you all who it is.
Oh shoot!
I'm ready. Tell me.
It was Jolatron.
Chill.
Don't jump him, bro.
Okay. Oh my god!
The blast missed its target, but still managed to completely atomize someone.
It was me actually. My bad though.
Drop this kid, bro. Drop this kid.
Now, in order to not look suspicious, I followed the crowd of players trying to kill JJ, but I did not realize what a mistake that would be. Somehow, the trap killed no one else, so I just took an L for no reason. After re-gearing, I need to rearm the machine to strike its next target, spawn, the one place they truly care about, so I plugged in the new coordinates and set up the fishing rod. But as I was heading back, I was added to an unknown group chat.
Okay, it's good. Do you know how he got that TNT though? Look at that. Out of absolutely nowhere, a ring of TNT with one TNT in the middle drops down and instantly. How would you get it in that perfect ring with like the TNT in the middle with the perfect timing as well? How would you do all that in vanilla Minecraft? They have to have used console somehow then.
Dying in that trap made me look like a victim, someone they would never suspect to be affiliated with JJ. So I somehow ended up on a team investigating the damage I had caused. So my misfortune basically turned into a golden opportunity.
We have a theory that they involve portals somehow. Whether it be another portal or an end portal that managed to transport the TNT there.
Yeah, no, I think you're just crazy.
There was only one person here who wasn't here when it happened, right? Now that is Axo. I think we should do a bit of interrogation of Axo because he's just like in the VC right now in recording 1, just doing nothing. Okay. First of all, where were you when JJ did the whole bomb massacre
I was
thing?
500 blocks away in the nether.
Did you have a recording of it?
No,
Okay, did you have a replay of it?
no.
So you have nothing to do with it, you know, you were just like late to it, you were coming over to us. That's what you're saying, right? TNT in a perfect circle.
Oh, I know exactly how this works. There is a cannon out there that is able to hit any location in precise, like, blocks in seconds.
What?
I'll see if I can find it.
No, that's just not possible. There's no way it shoots perfectly. No, that's not possible. We're falling for it. Axe's on the side. I know that's not true.
They were in such disbelief that they basically stopped their entire investigation when they were so close to uncovering the truth. But I'll take my luck where I can get it. And it was also about time to launch the second nuke, this time with Spawn as its target. So I got JJ to call the investigators over so they could see it one last time.
I'm up here to establish dominance.
Oh, okay, this time
I see.
Bye.
Okay.
How you guys been doing?
The nuke should have arrived by now, so that can only mean one thing. The machine had failed, blowing itself to pieces. And what makes it especially bad is I have no idea why it worked the first time and exploded on the second try. I had no choice but to repair the damage. And after double and triple checking that everything worked fine, I primed the machine and waited, only to come back to the machine completely destroyed once again. There's nothing stopping me from fixing the damage, but would it just go to waste in the next test firing? The problem is, it's impossible to observe the machine while it's running, so how am I supposed to find what's causing it to blow blow up, until I remembered that I was recording in replay, which means I should be able to see the machine right before it explodes. So as soon as the chunks are loaded, I noticed that this flying machine stopped working, causing everything to just explode. Luckily for me, I hopefully shouldn't have to deal with this glitch anymore, because Cubic Meter came to the rescue at the perfect time, upgrading the pathetic 2.0 into the 3.0. It's supposedly 4 times faster, and it's more precise than before, so it won't miss its target ever again. All I gotta do is tear down the entire machine and rebuild the new one. Everything's working as it should. Oh my god. For some reason, every time I tried to build the 3.0, something bad would happen. My suspicions led me to believe that it was the flying machine getting stuck again, but when I tested it without the TNT to see for myself, it worked completely fine. It's completely stable when observed, so what goes on when I leave the machine to charge? I just could not figure it out, coming back to pick up the pieces after each self-destruction. With each disappointment, my endurance to see this project to its end began to crumble. I kept making slight changes to my approach, but I simply could not afford to keep wasting materials like this until I reached attempt number 6. No. My god. Oh my. What the f? What the fuck? An unlucky sequence of events led to a chain reaction, destroying most of the machine. I was insanely burnt out at this point, and if I had to build the machine one more time, only for it to blow up, I would simply quit Minecraft altogether. The more I thought about it, destroying the world was objectively impossible. The puny bomb the machine spat out was nothing compared to the setting I wanted to use, which was nothing compared to the giant explosion. After a 2-week break, I found the strength to run it back one more time, now that Cubic Meter finished the 4.0, the final and ultimate version of the Orbital Strike Cannon. It now reads the items inside of chest minecarts, which allows you to load dozens of payloads at a time. I really need this 4.0 to work, so that means I'm gonna have to change things up by giving it an all obsidian frame and putting this thing in the sky for faster charge times. The obvious downside is that players could actually find this thing now, but I'm hoping I get to use this thing before then. So let me show you what I need to do for each payload. First, we need to get the coordinates, put those inputs into the machine, and press this note block. Then once you have all your payloads, you press this one. Now it's charging. But after waiting at ground zero for a hell of a long time, there was clearly something going wrong again. So I went back to the machine to see what was actually going on. Yep, something definitely blew up, but luckily it seemed to only be minor damage thanks to the obsidian shell. Let me just reset the machine so we can try to rebuild. Oh my. Remember when I said I was gonna quit if it failed again? Well, I don't care anymore. If I have to build this stupid machine 100 times to burn this world to the ground, then so be it. I put in the payload again, waited at ground zero again. Nothing happened once again. Flew back expecting it to be all destroyed again, but the machine was fully intact. Did that mean it worked? The TNT would have been in stasis over here, so if the machine is unharmed, it must have flown to the destination. As I glided over, I thought of all the times it failed, the days of work lost, and the impossibility of my goal. If this actually worked, destroying the world might actually be possible. Oh my god, it's happening. What did I just do? After months of it failing, the machine finally worked, proving my dedication to bring you the best content possible. And considering my next few uploads are gonna be absolute bangers, you really should subscribe so you're notified as soon as they drop. Anyway, with the machine working, it's time to finish what I started nearly a month ago. Today is New Year's Eve, and I've arranged a gathering in a valley that just so happens to be the exact same size and shape of a nuke. I'm sure you can guess what's supposed to happen.
What's good, only a squiddy?
Oh, what's up?
Let's go around the circle and talk about how Infuse changed your life this year, alright?
As everyone stood here sharing everything they were grateful for and their favorite memories of the server they loved, I was patiently waiting for my turn to speak, to announce that I would be destroying all of it.
I'll go. I'm ready.
Let's squid go.
I'm ready. Okay, now look around and tell me what you see. What I see is a group of friends.
Oh, shoot.
Right. Would everyone follow me?
The weeks of work led to this moment. As everyone watched from what they thought was a safe distance, it was finally time to drop the nuke.
Well, cast your gaze to the sky, everyone, and bear witness to a transformation, an awakening.
Whoa, what the freak? What the freak show?
Guys, we need a way to figure this out, bro. We can't let Squid get away with this, bro. We need to find Squid. I feel like that's the deal. Or we could set up camp here. Spawn should be safe.
Spawn is not safe.
Well, yeah, there's no way Squid set up any TNT here, bro. Squid, how long till it's ready? I'm gonna start killing people.
Okay, timer started.
JJ did his part to convince the others he was against me, gathering them at spawn exactly where I wanted them. 27 days after my failure, I would finally correct my mistake and destroy everything.
Looks like my days.
The show has just started. The show has just started.
The entire server's getting blown up.
Say bye-bye to your little server.
Okay, the TNT has to come from somewhere, and if it's being summoned all at once, it means it's all, you know, dispensed at the same time. And then, so we're thinking about a machine which can move TNT from one place to another really quickly.
I know
It's
the
just
machine.
summon because
Bro. Do you guys think it's the machine that I found on that one stream?
Bro, you know how far that is? No, but there's no way it shoots TNT. Nah, it's just not possible, bro.
No, but it's a possibility. It's the only big machine on the server that we know about. That's actually humongous.
Alright, that we know about. And
If what they were saying was true, they would be arriving in about a minute, and I was powerless to stop them. A while back, they had somehow found the destroyed remnants underground, leading them to the machine now.
Nah, that's all.
Hey,
Copper.
Copper. Hint, get closer.
oh,
Uh-oh.
God,
He's
I
gonna
don't know if
fucking
it-
explode.
What the fuck?
What is that?
What is Sam? Never tell me I'm a dumbass again, you dirty bitch!
The machine was destroyed the instant they found it, but they made sure that it would never be operational ever again.
If you want some closure, you guys should head to spawn. Me and Squid are both there.
I knew my actions had consequences, ones that I would be facing very shortly, so I took one last gaze at my achievement.
Look at my works.
With my fate sealed, I was asked to take off my gear and meet JJ at Ground Zero.
Squid, do you want to say something before I make the announcement?
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
I think it's pretty obvious that me and Squid have done a lot of damage to the server, and although our efforts were pretty impressive, if I do say so, if you check announcements right now, I want you to cast your vote.
JJ made a poll to determine if we should both be banned for what we did to the server, and after a short discussion, they made their decision.
All right, Squid,
No!
it's been an honor, bruh.
Bye, Squiddy.
This is where the story would normally end, but we weren't banned forever. As long as we agreed to part ways and never nuke again, we could return to the server after a 2-week sentence. Of course, one of us was lying. You see, I wasn't satisfied. How could I be after only destroying less than 1% of the map? So I spent my exile testing the true capabilities of this machine. It was during these tests that I created what I believe to be Minecraft's biggest explosion. It's 1,200 blocks across, over 3 million blocks destroyed using 80,000 TNT. But this was purely experimental. What I would do on the actual server is loading hundreds of normal-sized payloads by AFKing the machine until the entire world is completely covered, destroying the world with a sheer volume of blasts. Using this method would probably take days to complete, but I suppose that's the cost for greatness. After 2 weeks passed, I was finally unbanned. When I logged on, I immediately noticed that instead of repairing the damage, it looked like they had decided to live in it. But I'll have to deal with that later, because I have to travel to the machine to see how much they destroyed it while I was gone. And to my surprise, it was almost entirely still here. With the amount of times I repaired the machine, I could almost fix it with my eyes closed. And pretty soon it was ready to fire. Now I was just a single button click away from destroying the world. So let's get on with it, shall we? done it. The entire world gone. Anywhere you'd go, you'd be met with a wasteland from border to border. And what did it cost? 150 hours of my life dedicated to proving what? Even Cubic Meter was appalled at what I had done with his invention. Because of me, the players of Infuse Season 3 decided it would be best to just close the server. So on the last day, I loaded one final payload. One that would give us a conclusive ending. So, with the rest of the server ready to accept their fate, it was time to face mine. If you want to see how I killed an entire server in 0.01 seconds, then click the video on screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy it as much as you did for this one. Subscribe!